Welcome back to our live. So in this live design, I am going to show you a technique called invert pigment. So this right here is one of the techniques that I will demonstrate at beauty show. And right now I'm going to make a whole set out of this. So before I started, I am going to show you our WhatsApp group. This is our WhatsApp group that you can join for free. And every time that I go on live stream, I go into this group to alert people. So you can take a screenshot of this and join if you haven't joined yet. Okay. Now back to the design. Leave this set right here. Okay, so first I need to show you how to do this finger, the important finger right here. The invert pigment, these two are the same, okay? So this now I am gonna put on my, one of my favorite shade of nude, or cream nude. Take this out. And this is top gel cream nude. Top gel meaning like top coat. It don't need any top coat. It's very shiny. Before I started, let me write on my website. My website is www.tinovo.shop. Hi, Lana. Pin. Hello. Hi, Harley. Welcome back. Round 2. Yes. Let me moderate Tara. Add as moderator. You guys, I am so proud. I am very proud because I just come back from a show. I just come back from 2 shows. One in Sacramento and one in, Lord, I forgot. San Antonio. Yeah. So 2 states, one in California and one in Texas. And I am so proud because I'm going to have another show in another week. And here I am going on live. Here I am doing content right in the middle of all 3 shows. That is like crazy commitment, you guys. Okay, cue this. There is commitment to the max, honey. Yes, we have another nail marathon. Fly, hair by fly. Okay. Okay, now I am going to go ahead and get my pigment out. So this is my super pigment. Okay, this is blue. And on this design right here, I am having purple into the blue to make it darker. So it looks lighter down here. So it actually 2 type of pigment, purple and blue. That's what I'm going to make. And as I said before that, the reason why I use invert pigment technique, because if you use nude on top of color to draw stuff on top of colors, if the nude is very natural, then it's gonna show the color underneath a little bit, so it makes the nude darker. It's not gonna be attractive. And if the nude is too opaque, then it's just gonna look pasty and unattractive. So what I do is use a technique called invert pigment. Like this flower, I don't paint it on. I remove. I put pigment on and then I remove the pigment to show the nude underneath. So that's my top gel cream nude. I will go ahead and apply another one. Another layers. And I only apply the second layers because this is clear now. But if you use it on your client natural nail or on top of acrylic, like natural acrylic, then you only need 1 coat. But this nail is clear, so sometimes when I take pictures, the sunlight peeking through, so I always apply 2 coats on super clear nail.
Will it work if nude is an acrylic powder?
Okay, nude and acrylic powder also work, and obviously you cannot use acrylic to draw. So the background can be any nude shade, acrylic or gels. And the only tricky thing is a pigment, because we're going to apply pigment on all smoothly and then we're going to remove.
Nice.
And then I will show you what brush gonna be very effective for removal. Hi, Star for Bow. Say I love and adore your nail art. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Hola, Nancy. Welcome back. Okay, so my two pigments right here. Let me drink some water. Okay, take it out. Yeah, pigment would not stick to acrylic, but so does this. Pigment would not stick to top gel too. That's why we're gonna use one of our favorite pigment agent to apply pigment. This is matted. Okay, I have many products that apply pigment, including pigment base, including all my gel colors, and the special thing about matted is clear. So when you apply over any surface or any color or any design, you still can see everything underneath, but the pigment can stay on. So that was special about matted versus the rest of the pigment base and the colors. So now it's already fully clear. I will take matted and apply one layer on. Now, when you cure matted for pigments, you need to partially cure it, which means when you put it into the light, you only need about 10 seconds, maybe 5 seconds at that. The moment that it's turned matte, and it's going to turn matte really quickly. The moment that it turns matte, you can go ahead and take it out. And that's how your pigment can be nice and bright. Now, if you full cure, pigment still stick on, but it's going to be light. So I want it to be vivid. Okay, my matted and my matted are cell level. Go ahead and put this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See that? Oh, nude. Let me see. Majorie say, I know I will have to put on matte on it first, but I'm saying if it needs to be painted with a nude gel, if the nail already nude to the effect of what he's doing. No, if the nail is like, if you just done a nude acrylic nail set, then you don't need nude gel on. You just keep the surface, whatever color you want, and then you apply matted on. And cure, remember, partially cure. So now I'm going to apply my pigment on. So background can be whatever colors, but it needs to have nude of any kind. Because if it like other colors, then you don't need to trick. If it like black or white or red, then all you need to do is put pigment on and then just paint it on. Paint it black, white, red on. It's just a nude to paint it on top of a dark colors. That's going to be unattractive. So we're going to go ahead and start our pigment process. Put it aside, and I'm going to get a paper towel. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, take out paper towels. Take out my pigment. Open my blue. Now this is bright. Okay, so I need to make this darker. I take out my brush, dip in low blue, apply on the paper towel. So the paper towel can trap it. This is Viva paper towels, by the way. Take just a little bit of purple because you don't want to turn this into a purple. You still want it to be blue, just a little, like an ultramarine blue. And drop it in. Okay, one of the mistakes that so many people do is right now they are ready to like apply on the nails. And you see these little micro dust right here on the paper towels. That will happen to your nail if you go ahead and take this and apply on. So before you do that, you need to take out something like this, or you can even knock it on the edge of your table. But basically, you need to knock up all loose dust like that. So your brush only have color. It doesn't have any loose dust. That is one of the most effective way and one of the secret when it comes to applying pigment. Pigment can be very powerful because that is a power of makeup. Take this, color it on. I like to blend down, so I would tell my client to turn the hand over like this so I can blend down. If not, I have to blend up, which I still can, but it's weird and awkward for me. So I tell them to turn the hand down like this, and I start coloring. Now, when it comes to about right here, this is when I need to fade it. Will indigo be too dark? Indigo will be so sexy and perfect, but can be dangerous and difficult because indigo are so strong that if you just apply pigment as colors, then indigo will be perfect. But we are going to remove this. So you want something that easy for you to remove. Indigo will be like ink. It's going to be so strong. It's going to be difficult for you. So better to stick with neon pigment set. It is a perfect medium that you can remove with ease. Okay, now blending, right? Blending, if you have a heavy hand, it's going to be difficult for you to blend. So what you need to do is take this brush and run over the paper towel like this. So now it's lighter. Then you can blend it more, like that. You can blend it up more, make it more flawless. And then I'm going to take blue. I need to remove all the pigment and then pick up my blue. This time I'm not going to mix it so it can remain bright. Apply it next to this. Okay, now knock up excess dust. Hi, 𝙑𝙪𝙘𝙞𝙙 girl.
Hello, Marlene.
Okay. 𝙑𝙑𝙘𝙀, that thick 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀. That's a sexy name.
Yeah, that thick Smith girl?
Yes. I always call her 𝙑𝙪𝙘𝙀 because I never looked the name closely. I call it 𝙑𝙪𝙘𝙀. Now I see it. That thick 𝙑𝙑𝙀𝙀. Okay. See that? You just remove pigment lightly on the brush. Then you can come back and you can blend. Easy at that. You don't need any light hand or anything. You should need tricks. It's one of the tricks when it comes to pigments. Yes, you should remove the colors and then you can blend with ease.
You make everything look so easy.
See this side? See this side versus this side? See, not a lot of pigment on my brush, so you can blend.
Nice.
That. Okay. Now, let's blend a little more. Let's make it, I'm so addicted to the perfection. Let's do it a little more.
So TikTok is a little extra, something we're trying, because Instagram is the main platform. Is everyone on TikTok content and happy with how it looks?
Yeah. Okay. See that? Yeah, the only thing I don't like about TikTok live is that it's flickery.
Flickery?
Yeah. Like if you have trouble with the flickery, you should go to Instagram. 'Cause right now, this angle right here, I'm explaining for Instagram, and it's so much nicer on Instagram. Okay. So normally I will put it back in the machine and I keep curing because this matte top coat that I put on to put my pigment on, I only partially cured it. Okay. So I will put it back into the machine and re-cure it. Thank you, Selena. But I cannot do that with this technique because I need to remove it. So if I cure it right now, the pigment will lock into the matte, and I don't want that. So don't kill it yet. You're gonna start removal process. And what I am going to use is my favorite brush for removing flower patterns. I'm gonna use my angle brush. This is my angle brush. Okay, I'm gonna use that with some acetone. And I need to explain for you why I use the angle brush, but let me move it first. So I'm gonna put this on the surface. Okay, you see how clean it is? You see how sharp it is? Move on the other side too. Okay. Now, what happened is a lot of people will attempt to use a brush like this, like a round pointer. Okay. They will use that and they will remove it. And a lot of cases, what happened is when you remove it, it wouldn't be as sharp. It would be a little blurry. Okay, and you end up having to work extra. Okay, I'm going to stop right here and explain for you why. When you use a pointy brush, people use it because the impression is a point right here. It's going to help you remove it. But you see, a brush pattern, it doesn't go step down. When you run, you tilt your brush and you run. So when you tilt your brush to remove, you're actually working with the body, and the body are blunt. Same with any other brush out there, but the angle brush is built uniquely. See the angle brush right here, when you are slant and drag, you're actually not working with the body, you're working with this sharp edge right here. It's like a knife, okay? And it's gonna help you cut through instead of a blunt body. Even with a flat brush still. See the flat brush with a sharp edge, but it's flat, okay? It's completely flat. And for you to use the edge, you have to like be vertical to use the edge, which is not practical. So again, when you tilt it, you're working with the body. Still a blunt body. Doesn't work. The angle brush are the most effective when it comes to flower pattern removal, because when you use the angle brush, you don't use the body, you use the edge. Like a piercing knife that cuts through the pigment. That's why. But when it comes to the moon right here, I end up using the pointy brush because the moon pattern is so tricky and so much curve that this brush right here, I will require my movement to be very tricky to make sure that everything is perfect. So the moon right here are the exception that I use in the pointy brush. But with flower pattern removal, I love to use angle brush. It works like a dream. Do you see that? Oh, clean.
Nice.
Let me
Acetone?
Acetone.
Nice.
Only with Tinting brush I use acetone because Tinting brush have acetone coating on it. But if you use like Shein or Temu or Lulu, whatever, then what you need to use is alcohol so your brush hair doesn't fall out. But my brush are safe with acetone. Go ahead and draw another petals.
Nice.
With acetone, not too much, just a little bit. Going in and cut your flowers. Oh, clean. Very clean. Yes, Abby was correct. Abby said that this is a design where you don't want to mess up because there is no redoing. Absolutely. Seems like someone already done that before. Yes, you don't want to mess this up at all. But it's just flowers. Now the moon is a little tricky. I have to move extra slow with the moon. Okay, now another flowers. See the nude right here. So if you take a nude like this and paint it on the blue, it wouldn't be as vibrant like this. It will be a little dull. because this nude are a natural nude. And then again, if your nude is too opaque and pasty, then it's just not going to look natural. It's just going to look like another colors. So this is a technique that I save for nude. Okay, let's give it another petals. Okay, another petals. Okay, another one right here. Another one. See, back in the day, I hate removing things like this because I doesn't have a proper tool, and it's just not clean. So I have to go over it again and again and again, and it's just not desirable. It's not like I couldn't do it. It's just something, when something is too difficult, I get discouraged. Not too difficult, but too inconvenient. But since the day I discovered the angle brush, I can love it more than I used to. I get excited. It's important when you do design and you get excited at first. There, see that? And then you just go ahead and use one stroke liner to add some more detail in it. And then you can go ahead and seal it with matte. So I need to get my one stroke liner out. This is gonna be blue one stroke liner. Okay, I'm going to use one stroke liner. I'm going to stir it up just to make sure that it's all nice and perfect. Okay, put it here. Done with pigment, so I will remove these paper towels. Okay, retire in the trash can. Now,
Retire.
You can go ahead and cure this now. Remember, you put matte on so you can put pigment on. You only partially cure the matte for about 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. Just partially cure. So now you have to put back into the light so the matte can complete cure. And it's gonna help you lock in the pigment too. And I'm gonna start the next phase of the design with my 10mm painting brush. Oh my God, all the brush this time are sell like crazy. It's because Cindy have this new compartment, this new organizer what she put the brush in, and people can see it a lot easier. So they buy brush like crazy. Every order they have brushes. And then they ask me, how do you use this? I'm like, do you just buy something that you don't know how to use?
Right,
Gosh.
Right. Several did.
No, what happened is they buy first and then they watch me. Because they're afraid that the stuff will run out. Okay. So, it is time for us to add some more detail into these beauties. I want to show you a little bit of this so you're aware. Do you see this now and this now? Do you see the color behind it? This now, the purple little light, it because I cured it like 10 or 11 seconds. Well, this one I take it out a little sooner, under 10 seconds, probably like 6 seconds or so. So the color is more heavy. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. So I just want you to put it on a mental note so you can be aware of the timing for your lamp. Now, I am going to paint a leaf right here. So this is one stroke liner. I show people ask me what's the difference between one stroke liner and art gel. One stroke liner is more opaque than art gel. Art gel I use for line work. I use for color block. I use pretty much for anything that only need one color. One stroke liner I use more for details. Because sometimes detail you have to have thin application. And one stroke liner, if you apply really thin, you still can see the color very vividly. And I use one stroke liner more into like blending, shading, painting, like portrait, characters, stuff like that. And Art Gel is more for chroming, it's more for line work, color block. Okay, I need to add like a swirl right up here.
Squirrel?
Swirl. Like that. Oh, look at the richness of these colors.
It's pretty.
Okay. Some on the other side.
Oh, that's good TikTok comments. They said, listen, after you are finished with your thing, could you please take a drink of water? Wow, they're so nice. They love you.
Crazy. Okay, let me drink some water. Okay, here you go. Okay, now. Oh, Lynn say my pigment skill are so much better now. Awesome.
Well, you've been practicing, so it should be.
Lynn have the determination is
she's talking about
amazing.
her pigment skill.
Yeah, her pigment skill. Lynn is an example of anybody can do anything they want to, as long as they put their heart into it. Like anytime at show, if there are any people that, you know, they do nail for a long time, like 50 years or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
And then they are like old school, where they like wouldn't change their way. They be like, oh, I never be able to do this. I remember Lynn's. Every time that I heard that, I remember Lynn's. Because Lynn didn't know how to do nail or nail art or whatever when she first started out. But she's an example that anybody can do anything as long as they put their mind to it, as long as they love it.
Is that like the sandwich technique? Where you
The what?
sandwich technique?
Tanya already talented from the start.
Right. She had.
Yeah. That's no determination on Tanya's side. She like, I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna make it hot. It's natural talent.
You worked so hard to teach us, and we appreciate it. Thank you, precious Pixie.
Okay, now I need Pixie gel. So first I need to matte this. I already cured it, I hope. Okay, I already cured this. So now matte this. Take matte out and apply it on. Okay. When you apply matte over pigment, you need to go light so the brush doesn't scratch the pigment, and you need to go slow so the top coat have enough time to adhere on the surface. Because if you go too fast, you're gonna have missing spot.
So, Amber Piskel, this is exactly what I was going to DM you later. She was asking about how not to scrape or streak
the pigment.
Right.
Yeah. What you need to do is go light so it doesn't scratch a pigment, and you need to go slow, because sometimes when people are afraid, they go really fast like this. They go light but fast, and when you go really light but fast, you're going to have missing spot because the top coat doesn't have chance to adhere all the way to the surface. So you have to go light but slow, not light but fast, light but slow, so the top coat can adhere all over the surface. Then you don't have to restroke it many times. You only need to brush to it once, and then you move on to the next spot to brush to it once. So light but fast, like floating on the surface. That's a mantra that I always use. Light but slow, not light but fast. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and put on my Pixie gels. I'm going to use bronze Pixie gels.
Nice.
Lynn and Tanya are staying up late today.
Lynn's is.
Oh, Tanya
just woke up.
Oh, Tanya just wake up.
She's homeschooling a kid.
Oh,
possibly. You know, I don't know what she's doing right now, but
Yeah, he's probably having
She got a cup of coffee and a
sangria. She's probably having a sangria. Okay, now clean my brush. Apply acetone on here. Cleanse this. And a lot of people see when I do this, they thought that I poking the brush into the bottle. Don't do that. That would ruin your brush. What I do is I use a brush body to hug it against the wall of the container, and I roll it. So I don't poke it. I just roll it using the brush body against the wall of the containers.
So
my Pixie
Amber
gels.
meant Teflon matte, and it's streaky no matter how she applies it, fast, slow. Take it very well.
Teflon matte, you just don't apply it too thin. That's it. Not too thin. And Teflon matte is, I don't really use it as a finish. I only use it as chrome adhesion. So when you see just a little streak, that's fine. You just use it for chrome adhesion so chrome doesn't stick on the surface. After that, when I top it, I always use matted or shined to top it. And the ingredient that I use in Teflon matte are not completely cell level. The ingredient that I use in Teflon matte, just because it can block pigment, it can block like chrome pigment, so that ingredient prevent it from being 100% cell level. But I am working on it to improve it, to make sure that it's cell level so it can make your life easier.
Qué lindo ese que has uso.
Qué lindo is how beautiful. That what it means. Gracias, mi amor.
Well, there's a question, though.
Oh. Let me see. What was the question?
Qué lindo ese es que USA plus
Instagram?
Pincel.
Let me see.
Yes, you can use a pencil to put on your... It's right there. I got it pulled up, babe.
Let me see. Oh, qué lindo es que ella usa para freír el flores. No pinto para limpiar el pincel. Uso acetone. ¿Entiendes? Uso el matte en aplicar. Es Corolla para 5 segundos. Es usa acetone. Es el brush, el angle brush. Ese usa el angle brush para limpiar con el acetone para el flora. Okay, now I am gonna go ahead and apply bronze Pixie Gel all over here. And it can be even a little thicker too. It will cure solidly all the way through. I love it when Pixie Gel is a little embossed. It should give it more dimension. El mágico para aplicar y limpiar con el estonra, sí, mi amor. Corolla solamente. Corolla solo 3 segundos. 5 segundos. Corolla, el matte, es limpiar con acetone y angle brush.
Nice.
Okay. Up here too. And like a leaf up here. Just to add like a romance vibe to it. And this Pixie Gel, you don't need top coat. You know, back in the day when I paint over matte, I hate it. Because I have to top coat the gel. If not, I have to put shine top coat on everything, which is very unattractive. So I have to top coat each of the line. It takes forever. But now, I created this Pixie Gel to where you don't need any top coat at all. Even if you wipe it with acetone or whatever alcohol, it'll be shiny. And that's what I love about Pixie Gel.
Is that Tino slaying tutorials in Spanish and English?
Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, cure this. And the next nail are easy. That is salon ready. A lot of people so like it just because it's easy and they can whip it out really quick without any painting. That is his finger. And the layer are so simple. I use Pixie Gel and stained glass, period.
So how many Pixie Gel colors do you have currently?
I have like
14 or 15?
14 or 15. I pay attention to the gold, and then I have many colors just for everyone. Some people like pink, some people like teal. I like the pink, but I don't like gold better. 15, Tara say 15. Okay, so anybody that want to whip it out in salon and make some quick money, this is what I use. Pixie Gel and then stained glass. I need an oval brush to apply this. Applied it straight on acrylic, applied it straight on gel, on base coat, whatever you want.
Yes, Harley, they're all absolutely beautiful. Yes, everybody show some love. Tap, tap, tap.
Okay, now, look at this. Look at that. It's like so glittery. Growing up, that's my fantasy, to be covered in glitters.
Oh my goodness.
My dream come true. Apply one coat of this completely solid.
Thank you, June.
Okay, now before you do anything, before you put it into the machine, see it's reflective even off flash. Go ahead and take the spatula and then scrape it on the side to make sure that your shape are nice and sharp. You cannot upjudge your client if the shape is not flattering. It have to be flawless. Then you can go ahead and cure. Okay, this finger now is done. See, it's an invert pigment technique that I show you. Now the red is gonna be easy, and that set gonna be done, and we'll move on to another set.
We'll click off.
Yeah, the next set is jade, and I painted a little spider right here just because I love spider in Halloween. I just love spiders, and this gonna look so expensive. I can't wait.
Feels expensive. You know, I think my favorite now actually is that one right there.
Yeah, like this is hot, especially when it's in purples.
Really, right.
Oh, this is hot. Yeah,
hot.
I make sure that I have at least one finger that are salon ready for every set, just so you can make some quick money. Because there's people that don't like art at all, which is fine. They still can make a lot of money by understanding layers.
Aww. Thank you, Billy, 1977. I love the way you never hate. Keep all your knowledge. So blessed to have you in our lives. Your blessed best friend. Aww.
Yes. When I first started out, I don't have there's nobody willing to teach me. I have to like self-develop all this. It's my mission to pass it on. Where is my stained glass gel? Right here. I want to use number 8. So I'm going to use stained glass gel, number 8. Okay. Take it out, whip it in. When you take out a stained glass container, I really advise you to do this. You don't have to do this all the time. Just when you first buy it, you should take the spatula and reach inside the bottle and mix it. Just so the color can be nice and rich. You don't have to do it all the time. You have to do it like once. And if you don't use it for like 3 months, then do it again like that. Stir it up. Not just with stained glass, just any polish really.
Oh, so nice. And what kind of nail sample do you use to design Gel X nails?
Gel X.
Oh, yeah.
I don't use acrylic anymore. I use Gel X because in COVID, I have a period of time when I self-press on. make a lot of money on press-on, but it just limits me. You know, I have to recreate my own set over and over, and I just hate it.
Sad.
Yeah, so I decide to teach other people so they can make their press-on and sell it. Well, I just teach because I love to teach. Okay, stop right here. Now, get out your ombre brush. Make sure that it's nice and clean. Okay, no top coat or anything. You don't need that with stained glass. You're going to reach right here at the edge and you're going to fade it down. And remember, you don't reach up here. You just stay right at the edge and you just blend it down like that. Stop, clean your brush. And then when you go back, remember to always stay at the edge where it's nice and thin. And you just blend it down. Now that is just the first layer. The second layer of ombre always make a perfect ombre. Hear this? The second layer always make a perfect ombre. And that is something that you don't see on tutorial video often. I will show you why the second layer make a perfect ombre. There's a little trick to it.
Oh, so a couple questions. Most importantly, so someone was wanting to know if you had a shaker, would that work, or stirred up with a spatula?
Shaking like
you can
this.
Never stir too much is mine.
Shaking like this is not as effective as stirring because this gel is not polished. Now polish you shake because polish are like liquid and it have the little ball inside where you shake and it's like move. Gel is have different consistency. So to me, stirring gel is more effective than shaking gel. Like sometimes I open the lid and then I just use a brush to stir it in like that. I like to do that.
And then the other question that you answered was how to clean the brushes.
Yeah, just wipe it.
Just wipe it and wait to clean it with acetone next time you're getting ready to do more art.
You need gel on your surface to condition your brush. And later, soon, I will come out with a brush conditioner so you don't have to keep using gel to condition your brush. When you're done, you can go ahead and condition your brush with my conditioner. It has vitamin oil and all kind of vitamin and all kind of oil to help your brush. But this is a fun part. The oil work with gels, honey. Yeah. Oil is a big enemy with gel, but this oil that I formulate is work with gels. You can mix it into gel. So I can't wait. Okay, now the second layer always make a perfect ombre because the second layer you brush it down past the first layers. Okay. Nice. And it's important for you to be really thin when you're working with polish. With stained glass gel, you don't need to be thin because it's see-through. Doesn't matter how rich the formula is, it's still see-through. You still can see everything underneath. But with polish, you need to brush it really thin past the first layer. Now, the reason why you need to do that, because now you can see the difference between the first layer right here versus the second layer, which is thinner right down here. And crucial with polish, because if polish you apply it thick, the whole thing will look the same. Where if you apply it thin, down here, it will be sheer than up here. So it doesn't matter on the first layer how you stroke it and blend it. If it's not perfect and even, that's okay. Because when you apply the second layer on, it's going to cover all the imperfection of the first layers and going to make it flawless for you. See? And then you should need to take your ombre brush and just blend a little bit up down here right at the edge and you're done. That is a trick to a perfect ombre. It's a layering. Not so much as the blending, just a layer. The way you layer it, just a final layer. And you can do 3 layers if you want, but remember the final layer is thin. I mean, not the final layer. The second layer or the third layer is thin. The first layer is need to be moderate so it can have well cover. And then the second layer, and if you could go to the third layer, still go past the previous layer and make it really thin. And then you should need to blend a little bit down here, and that's it. And we're done.
We're done? Are we going to do another one for fun?
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, we're done with this set. See this down here? See the second layer? It's way more thinner than what up here. Okay, remember that. Go past the first layers.
Do you need a gel base to blend the ombre?
No, my ombre brush is totally clean with no gel. If you apply gel, you can if you have to. If your palette is so opaque, like the color you use is so opaque that you couldn't blend it out completely, you need low top coat just to help you. You can do that then, but normally I don't do that because with top coat on brushes, it's just adding more gel into your ombre, which is against the ombre process.
And did you say no top coat?
No top coat unless you really need it, like unless the gel is very opaque.
You just explained ombre for me in a way that clicked, and it's been 4 years since I've been trying to learn.
Yeah.
Can't wait to try it.
A lot of people keep that secret because ombre is something highly desirable by everyone, and they don't want you to make money like that. They want themselves to make money. You know what I mean? But I sell product. I no longer do now.
And then
You can have all my secret.
right. And then someone was wanting to know what you held the glue stands down with.
It's I use a press-on adhesive pad. Yeah, the pad that you use for press-on right here. Let me show you. See that? If it can stick your nail on your finger, it can stick your nail on the nail stand. So that's why I use the adhesive pad for press-on.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm gonna top coat this.
So no top coat on ombre.
No top coat on ombre. Unless, see, I don't tell you never to put top coat on ombre. Unless the gel that you use is like super opaque. Because a super opaque gel is not really ombre friendly. Because the concept of ombre is to take the color and blend it out till you don't see anything. And a gel that's really opaque, like my one stroke liner right here, you can keep blending, but it doesn't matter how thin it is, it still can have colors. That, then and only then, you can use a little bit of top coat on your brush to help you blend that thin layer out. Let's clear this. Like this. Let me put top coat on my brush just to demonstrate.
And thank you, Manny for Danny's. Sent you a cute little
Thank you.
hand heart.
See, let's pretend like this blue is a top coat. Okay. If you ever need help with top coat with your ombre, you take your ombre brush, you dip it in your top coat. Okay. Now this is too much top coat, so you have to really spread it out to what is really thin. So it's only have a little bit amount of top coat on here. And then you can blend that thin layer out. Because since the layers have been spread out so thin, it's gonna cut any streak if you use top coat. Now normally, if you jump into the ombre with top coat, you just adding more gel into your ombre and it will cut streak everywhere. You don't want that. You want to go in right at the edge of the gel and you just feather it out. Okay, so that is the end of this set, and we move on to the third set. We have done 2 sets tonight. So far, so good. Okay, let's take these now out. I call this Mystic Dream.
Mystic Dream.
Okay. And then the set before is Mirror. Yeah, this red right here. This Mystic Dream. So next is, you guys gotta help me with the name on the next set because I named it J Spider, which is such a lame name for a set. You have to help me. So I have Jade Marble, which is also a very hard design. It's a very hard technique. Jade Marble. You have to always know how to do marbles. Like not marble, like using ink. Like wooden ink on and just tap. Marble by layer. Using ink, stained glass, using color, using layer, glacier effects, all that. Okay, put it in. And for Instagram, I will go off live for about 5 seconds and then I will go back on. And before I go, I want to show you a WhatsApp group. If you haven't joined yet, this is a group that you can join that whenever I go on live, I go into this group to alert everyone that I'm going to be on live. So you will get notification on with me, and not just for live stream, but whenever I have a sale, I post coupon code on here.
TikTok wants to see too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whenever I have like important thing, I post coupon code on here. So this is something that you can snap a screenshot.
Green
and
Goblin.
You can join for free. And whenever I have important alert, I can alert you. All right. Now, Instagram, I will get off here. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in just a few seconds. Hold on, let me put my brush together first. I always want to put everything back when I'm done. Do all my gel back. I'm excited for the next set. This J right here, I'm always proud of my J design. It's hot. It's always make people jaw drop at the beauty show. They always want the J design. Do you know J in Asia mean fortune, good luck?
Oh, nice.
Okay, clean my palette. I have to do some maintenance here. Adventuring spider, Spidey Venom. Spidey Venom sound almost. 𝙤𝙪𝙘𝙧𝙧. I'm almost liking it. Almost. It's so hard to name this set. Because I want to have something like luck and fortune, or I want to have some like J in there, but then I don't know, it just sounds 𝙤𝙪𝙘𝙧𝙧. And then it's hard. Tara have good name. Venomous Jade. I don't want anything that venomous, because I don't know. To me it's elegant and it's class. So I have to somehow make the name classy. You know. Even though it's a spider, it's luxurious, like Luxus J or J Web or something. Okay, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna get back on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get out really quick. Okay, bye-bye everyone. I will see you in about 5 seconds.
Green Goblin. Nice.